Lil Brunson back at you with the and I am the best reporting on the Eagles. There are very few things more fragile than a man's ego. Very few things more fragile than a man's ego. The only thing I could think of that's more fragile than a man's ego is a woman's heart. And Jason Witten coming back, it just proves how fragile his ego is, in my opinion. I mean, Jason Witten decides to come back for what? Some people say it's a good move. He can bring some expertise to that young Dallas Cowboys locker room. I don't think he can do that. What expertise can you bring to those guys? Can you show those guys how to run routes? Are you about to show these guys something that they don't know about the position? What can the young players of the Dallas Cowboys really benefit from Jason Witten? They all have the same thing in common, pretty much, as far as from a winning standpoint. Jason Witten, what Jason Witten win? One playoff game? Cowboys just won their second playoff win in 20+ years. Jason Witten was a part of that slump when they couldn't get nothing done. The slump that still stands. Losing in 6 division games. Jason Witten never battled Tom Brady in a Super Bowl. Jason Witten never played in a conference game. Jason Witten never played in a Super Bowl. So you bring Jason Witten back for what? Experience? Experience? Up until the division round, Jason Witten knows nothing about experience. He knows nothing. Once you get to the conference game, Jason Witten can't be counted on anymore if you even get that far. I think it's laughable. I don't think it makes the Dallas Cowboys any better. And I got to speak on it because these guys are in my division. Dallas Cowboys now probably still dead last in tight end play in the NFC East. Jason Witten don't do nothing. An extra blocker? What does Jason Witten really do? What does he do for you right now at this age? What's next? Who you going to bring back next? Troy Aikman? Who you going to bring back next? Give me some more stuff to laugh about. Jason Witten don't make you better or it don't make you no scarier. So any Dallas Cowboys fan thinking Jason Witten, you know, the ego. Let's get back to the ego. Are you hurt that Zach Ertz touched that record? Are you hurt that an Eagles player touched that record? Are you that hurt? It's cool. They got him back for it. They ain't make him all pro, but are you hurt for it? You think you're going to come back and break Zach Ertz's record? No. I don't think you're even going to get 40 receptions. No. I think it's actually good for Eagles fans that Jason Witten comes back, though. I'll tell you why. I'll tell you why it's good for Eagles fans. Because it's going to do nothing but confuse Dak Prescott. You see the pressure on Dak Prescott to throw the ball somewhere near that fancy new wide receiver they got. Now he's going to feel the same pressure to throw it in your boys' area, your tight ends area. The pressure just going to mount. Who do I throw the ball to? Now on third down, do I go to Witten? Do I stray away from Cooper? Oh, Witten and Cooper open. What do I do? What do I do? Throw it in the stands. Dak can't deal with that kind of pressure with all those weapons. I don't think it helps them. I don't think it helps anybody. You know, I'm glad he came back. The ego of Jerry Jones, the testicular fortitude of Jerry Jones to even agree to bring him back. I just don't understand some of these guys and how some of these teams are ran. The ego is the reason why the Cowboys haven't won nothing or done anything in a very long time. The ego of the owner. The ego of the owner says it all. Yeah, they're going to say 5 is greater than 1. We already know what they're going to say, but who really cares about that? Who cares about that? I think we're going to sweep the Cowboys this year. I think this year, we're going to go on a nice run. And I think we're going to put pain on a lot of people. I think Carson Wentz is going to outshoot a lot of people. He got Aaron Rodgers. He got Tom Brady. He got a couple GOATs. He going to have to shoot it out, and he's going to have to put his best foot forward, and I believe he's absolutely going to do it. So does Witten coming back make the Cowboys any better? In case somebody was wondering, no, it doesn't. It doesn't. It makes the Cowboys funny. It makes them laughable. It makes them even... I'm pretty sure the guy didn't get a physical or anything. They just say, hey, bring him back. Bring him back. It's funny. It's funny to me. It's funny to me. It makes absolutely no sense. We're going to crush these guys. We're going to destroy these guys. We're going to break these guys' spirit. And the thing that really bothers me more about Jason Witten coming back is how the media going to bloviate about it. They going to bloviate about it like as if the Cowboys got a Super Bowl window or something. As if it makes them better. As if this old bag coming back opens the window any wider. Then the testicular fortitude of him to come back like he coming to a Super Bowl team. You're not. You come into a team that still got just as many questions as anybody in the NFL. Just as many questions as anybody in the NFL. We said goodbye to Nick Foles. Nick Foles is gone. I think that we need to honestly look at picking up a backup quarterback, because questions still are going to arise of the health of Carson Wentz. Can he stay healthy? You know what I'm saying? If Carson Wentz has to sit a game out, say week 8 comes around, Carson Wentz got to sit week 8 out for just maintenance, just a little maintenance, a little touch up. He been going hard 8 straight games. He got to sit week 8 out. You could count week 9 a loss. I don't think Suttonfeld could play a whole game and win. I just don't believe in Suttonfeld that much. So do we look at picking up one of these? Do we look at an RG3? Do we look at Tannehill if he's a free agent? Do we look at somebody who can at least give you a winner's chance, a puncher's chance, as boxers would say? Do we look at somebody like that? I think you do. I think you look at somebody that gives you a puncher's chance. The combine tomorrow, man, I'm going to be penciling in some guys to look at. I think the running backs start at 9 o'clock. I'm going to be heavily in tune looking at those guys, seeing, just checking out the prospects. Because, at the 25th pick, it's great to go skill position, but I think you need to probably look at a big guy too. We got to look at this. I mean, it's great that Doug Peterson and everybody's down there firsthand. Well, everybody got somebody from the organization down there, but it's great that our head coach is down there. And he's down there looking at these guys, and he knows what can fit where. Because now at this point, like I said, the keys got handed over to Carson. At this point, it's about getting players that could complement Carson Wentz. We're not getting people because they jump out on the charts. Oh, this guy got 1.9% body fat. This guy did this many push-ups. This guy jumped, his verticals this much. It don't matter. Can they complement Carson Wentz? Can they block? Can they do a lot of things? It's all about putting the pieces together to get another Super Bowl. I don't care who we pass on. If they don't complement the system, then we don't need them. We don't need them if they don't complement the system. And it's as simple as that. And people forget the nature of winning. It's not all about bloviating over the big name like they keep doing. I'm sick and tired of hearing about Le'Veon Bell, man. I'm sick and tired of hearing about Le'Veon Bell. I'm just sick and tired of hearing about him, man. Somebody picking him up or somebody don't. Somebody don't. They're only talking about him because he's a big name, when I believe that LeGarrette Blount or Howard can do the same job for us. The same job for us. I believe those guys can do the same job for us, but they're not talking about them. Congratulations to the Phillies on getting Bryce Harper. Shout out to my source. My source was absolutely correct. A lot of people like to say that they already said this was happening, but this was pretty much, speculation probably on their part. I don't follow baseball. This was a source who told me this, and he told me to bring it to you guys because it's going to go down, and it went down. So people like to say that they were the first to do it. Congratulations to you if you were the first to say it was going to happen, but I'm just citing my source. Now I have a source. So if anybody wants any baseball information, man, just let me know, man. I could talk to my guy. If he feels like passing it, I'm not really concerned about nothing that doesn't have to do with Philadelphia sports. But, if my guy feels like sharing, then, we could talk about it. We could talk about it. I don't even want a football source at this point. I like looking at things from a fan perspective and reporting on things from a fan perspective. I like sometimes being in the unknown, because when you're in the unknown about what's going to happen, you have to kind of use common sense on what you should do, because you don't know what's going to happen. So now you think about, what would I do? That's the beauty of sports. Having a source doesn't always secure anything. It doesn't secure anything. So if I knew what was going to happen with Brandon Graham and all these other people, then I wouldn't be able to say, what would I do? What would I do without giving my most accurate answer? You know what I mean? People have been asking me, what would I do about the Nick Foles thing? I didn't know he was going to walk in free agency. But my answer was always the same, because it was the best answer. If you don't got a concrete trade in place for him, then you got to let him walk. Being as though we didn't have a concrete trade in place for him, he walked. And that's the reasonable thing to do. Now we want to know what's going to happen with Brandon Graham. We want to know what's going to happen with Nelson Aguilar. Nelson Aguilar has been popping hot on the trade wire recently. What I would do is I would restructure Nelly, because I think Nelson Aguilar is one of the leaders, and he's one of the backbones. He's one of the backbone guys on the offensive side of the ball. He doesn't complain when he doesn't get the ball. He doesn't complain when he doesn't get the touches. Nelson Aguilar is a Swiss Army knife. He can be used in multiple ways. Jet sweeps, wide receiver screens. He can even run the ball. He can do punt return. I think you got to find a way to bring Nelson Aguilar back, because at this point in his career, he's been through it all. He's been through the lows of not being able to catch. He's been through the Butterfinger stage, and he's been to the stage of performing on the highest levels. He's worked through that, and he's performed on Super Bowl stages, and he hasn't looked back since. He has not looked back since. He's been around. He's been serviceable. He's been durable. I think you got to look back to bringing Nelson Aguilar back. Brandon Graham, most likely Brandon Graham is gone, too expensive. Timmy Jernigan might most likely gone. You got to look at restructuring these guys. But this draft is supposed to be you know, defense heavy. So you can find a lot of replacements, but of course they're not going to be as good as some of these solidified veterans in the game who know how to take care of their body, who know how to put their best foot forward on the field. Now, this kid Kyler, I'm kind of wary about athletes who don't decide to participate in the combine because they already know that they're going to be, you know, a high prospect at their prospective position, which is why these guys don't perform. If this guy was some middle to run quarterback, he would perform because he has to show what he can do. He feels as though that his play in college already has shown what he could do. I have to disagree with that because you're throwing with a different ball, you're throwing to different receivers. You got to be able to perform. Show these guys now that you can perform on the big stage with NFL scouts looking at you. Show these guys now that that doesn't mean anything to you or it doesn't phase you. You got to keep going. You got to be able to perform at a high level. So not performing in front of scouts, I think, is a huge mistake. You know, everybody right now is they want to bloviate over this guy's height. Just some of his little attributes. I think he's like 5'10", 5'11". That's not really big to me. I mean, it's bigger than Drew Brees. I mean, he can be able to see over most pockets to a degree from a certain space away from the offensive line. He can see pretty well down the field. But at the end of the day, 5'11", that's shorter than me. But he's an athlete. He's a professional athlete. So we'll just see. Whoa, almost didn't start up on you there, guy. So we can see. He just got to show what he can do. I think he should perform at the combine, man. There's no point in even talking about you if you're not going to perform at the combine. I think if you don't perform at the combine, then they just probably need to, like, not even look at you. Are you scared? Are you scared to hurt yourself? Are you scared to hurt yourself? If that's the point, why is that the point? Would you not suit up against the worst team in the NFL in a Week 10 game? You still got to go out there and play regardless. You're an athlete. You got to go out there and play regardless. You got to take care of your body, hydrate, and you should be okay. Do what you've been doing since a child. I'm excited for the combine this year. I really never paid attention to it as much as I'm going to pay attention to it this year. 25th pick. We're right in the range where things can slip. People are talking about trading picks. Players can slip. I'm interested to see where Greedy Williams is going to go. I'm just interested in seeing where a lot of people are going to go, man. You know, yeah, so we're going to have some combine coverage. I'm going to have some notes off day one of the combine. Talk about, like, my top five performances from the combine. And we're going to keep it moving from there, man. Lil Brunson back at you with the back at you. And I almost forgot. So, I think we're at 3,999 subs, so we're going to do the jersey giveaway. These are the rules for the jersey giveaway. So if you want a jersey, this is what you have to do. You have to go to ElijahEBrunson@gmail.com. That's my email address. You send me a small clip of what jersey you want and just what you like about the channel and stuff like that. Just when you became a subscriber, and I'll choose the best 1 or 2 videos. I might do 2 jerseys. I'll choose the best videos out of the whole March, and I'm buying somebody a jersey in April. The jersey will be to you in April. Just send me that video. Go to ElijahEBrunson@gmail.com. Email me that video. That way I could just save the video to my phone, upload it. All those videos will, each and every one of the videos I get will get uploaded to a part of the intro of the video of my videos like I've done in the past, and we're gonna talk about it, man. We're gonna get you your jersey, man. What's your video? Make sure you send me just your mailing address inside the video and the email and all that stuff. If selected, I'll notify you. I'll replay the video again if you're selected, and you know, we're gonna get it, man. Let's get it, man. I look forward to seeing those videos, man. I appreciate you guys, man. Lil Brunson back at you with the back at you. I am the best reporting on the Eagles.